And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Casual. Let's bring up everybody that's on the show here tonight. We have Travis Lohmann.
Hi,
welcome from Las Vegas. We have Renee Jaworski, my lovely producer who keeps this whole thing running smoothly, and Jonathan Phipps. I am so sorry you didn't get to Atlanta today, sir.
Yeah, it's all good. It's what it is. Though now if there's one silver lining in this, I can now focus my attention on hopefully, if that trip doesn't go to shit, going to New York to visit Renee.
That would be a wonderful trip. I would love to do that myself someday soon.
And Sandie Dee is going to be joining us tonight. We don't know exactly when she's going to pop on, but she's always fun and exciting, and everyone loves Sandie.
Yes, here you go.
So she will be on and join us at some point. And Travis is here, and we're going to find out all about what he's up to. And also, I hope he'll play some songs for us. Sure. Of course he will. So wonderful.
And I think an explanation is in line for why Kim isn't here.
Oh, yeah, I am so sorry. I forgot to mention. Kim contacted me this morning. She woke up with a bad dental pain, toothache, I guess. And she just wasn't up for doing the show tonight. And I hope she feels better very soon. Again, we'll have to reschedule her for a later time. And again, I hope she feels better.
Yeah.
It's been one of those days, folks. One of those fucking days.
So,
okay.
All you can say.
Diane Marie wrote us a theme song because I had made a joke on another show that maybe Rory Penland, I did it as the judge, as if maybe Rory Penland should ask for theme songs and logos, and maybe he'll get them. And Diane, lovely Diane, wrote me a theme song. And I'm so excited to showcase that for the very first time here tonight. So can we do that?
It's casual, not formal. It's hosted by Rory Pendlin. Oh, with Jonathan and Renee in tow. It's time to start the show. 1, 2, 3, go!
Hello.
Please.
I think that's it.
First of all, that was awesome. Second of all, I gave Sandie the wrong link, and she was trying to get in, and she was calling a different link, and so I had to just scramble and do that. But anyways, so Sandie's coming on any second now that I gave her the proper link.
Okay.
But wasn't that a great? I mean, Diane Call is amazing. Of course, she did the One Hit Wonderful theme song, and she's so cool. You can just like a slot machine in Vegas, right? Travis, you just go, "Hey, Diane, we need a theme song," and just boom, she just gets it. And it was so in line with this. It's casual, it seemed like it was fun and just such a good platform for this show. Such a great introduction for this show. So thank you, Diane.
I felt
Call.
awkward, introducing Jonathan as, quote, my music guy. He is a co-host. He is my co-host on this show. And again, he knows more about music and musical guests than I could ever know, and that's why he is so special to this show.
I am a co-host, but I may
play
not
original music. I invite him to play anytime. Just let me know ahead of time, and we'll set it up. But this will make the beginning of the show go a little smoother, I think.
Yeah, I am a co-host, but I don't know if I'll have much to say tonight. Just to give you that heads up.
Again, this is music tonight, so I think you'll have something to say.
But I do want Jonathan to stay on screen, and I want Travis here because we have a message from somebody all the way across the world. Rory, you might want to say. I'd like to see their reactions to this.
We're still getting messages from Yuri Grodzki, and I don't know if you remember who he is. I will explain for the people that don't know who he is.
Unfortunately, I do remember.
He is the ex deputy finance minister from Russia. He used to work for Putin, and he was supposed to take care of Urina, who has been trying to reach Putin. She thinks Putin is going to be her baby doll, sugar daddy, and Putin's very busy. So he tried to take care of that with Yuri Grodzki. And in the process, Yuri Grodzki met Urina and fell in love. He fell in love with her. And now he's in Siberia. He's been sent to Siberia, where it's already very cold. And we got this video this week.
Okay, so everybody, here he is. He's quite a character.
This is video for Urina in United States. I just want to say again that I love her very much. I am in Siberia. You know that Putin did not like the fact that you did not accept my offer. And so he's very cold here. It's getting colder too because it's, becoming winter. And, I just had a little shiver there up the backside. Anyway, again, I am putting up with this because, I am making my plan to get to United States to be with Urina. It's so nice, so lovely, this woman. Ever since I see her, I'm in love. What can I say? But I'm very cold. And, sorry, my phone is shaking. But anyway, I think I have the sniffles. Anyway, I hope that you are nice and warm where you are, and again, I hope to be with you soon, my love. My babushka. Yes. Oh, God, it's so cold.
I don't know if that's going to be enough to win her
Babushka.
heart. She's a very tough cookie to crack, so I don't know.
He doesn't even have gloves.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I'm in Florida, so it's not that bad here.
Must be nice.
I hear it's actually getting nicer in Las Vegas. I have a friend who lives in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And he says that the nights are much nicer. He can go up on his roof now, and so it's it's Florida here, so
Right.
it's hot all year round, basically.
Okay,
So-
and Sandie is on her way. She said she's still doing her makeup, so I
Okay.
think we might want to start with Travis since he's
Actually,
here.
I have one more thing I want to go ahead and bring this up on this show. I was going to save it for next week, but I decided to bring it up this show. On the bar show that we were on not long ago with Hal.
Yes.
There was a guy named Bruce Lowe who claimed to be. He thinks he's the son of Bruce Lee.
Yes.
And I found a video on YouTube of him in a Hong Kong club telling people in Hong Kong about this. So I sent that clip to you today, Renee. Can we run that?
Oh, yes. We
Yeah.
most certainly can. Let me get
This
it
is
up
Bruce
here.
Lowe, the bastard son of Bruce Lee.
Okay. All right, here he
Oh my
comes.
kitty. Ray, you're kidding.
Hang on.
Good evening, everybody. As you can probably tell by the way I'm dressed, I'm not here to do comedy. Actually, I'm here to make an announcement. And that announcement is, my name is Bruce Lowe. My friends call me Fei Lung, or Fat Dragon. And I am the bastard son of Bruce Lee. Like water. I was born in 1964 in February in Seattle, Washington. If you know your Bruce Lee trivia, and for your Chinese people, that's Li Xiaolong. You'll know he was in that area at that time. In the summer of '63, he met my mom, Gladys. She was a waitress in a diner, and when she first saw Bruce, she immediately got yellow fever. They had a a one-night tryst, and I am the fruit of their loins. Woo. Like water. Now I know what you're saying to yourself right now. This is crazy. This guy looks just like Bruce Lee. I know. I get that everywhere I go. I would like, if I may, at this point, if I may, I would like to give you a demonstration of my awesome Kung Fu ability. Woo. Wow, this is really small. Oh, by the way, if you look at the middle of my tracksuit, you'll see that my ding ding is small too, which is a trait of most Asian men. Hot water. Okay. Thank you. Bruce really hasn't talked to my mom since they got together. And if you do the math, you realize that he married Linda Lee a couple of months after my birthday. And he had Brandon and Shannon. But it's okay. I was raised by a single mom, and as you can see, I'm just fine. It's nice to be here in One Chai. A lot of girls on Craigslist want to make friends here. Some of them have ding-ding. That's a little scary, but fascinating as well. Be prepared to be amazed further. Whoa! Are you okay? I'm good. Made in China. It's okay, I got another one. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Woo! You're just not gonna work with me, are you? Just like water! Thank you very much. I want you to get the word out that Bruce is out here.
So anyway, that was Bruce Lowe, and hopefully we'll get him on the show sometime soon to talk about him.
I wanted to well just really quickly, just for our audience who might not know. Now I know this has nothing to do with Bruce Lowe, but Rory Penland, you have a connection to China. That was actually filmed in China, and you also did stand-up comedy and did comedy, in China, because you lived there for 15 years and you married there,
Right?
And all of that. I mean, your wife is from there, right? So
She's
you're
Chinese.
so
My
what?
daughter's half Chinese. Yes.
Your daughter, yeah, exactly. So and we had a whole show where you talked about, doing stand up abroad and doing stand up in China. And I thought one of my reactions when I see that was how Bruce Lowe was, making jokes, and all that in that country. So I found that fascinating. Anyways, I know you can't speak to that, Rory, but you did do your own shows there as Rory Penland.
I did. So
that's all.
Hey! What have I walked into, Jordan?
JC.
This is It's Casual. It's a talk show, a virtual talk show, and our guests tonight, I should say, are Sandie Dee, and Travis Lohmann, who's a composer and musical maestro. Again, he was on One Hit Wonderful a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to get him on the show right away because I have a huge love of movie music and classical music and instrumental music, jazz music. So I wanted to talk to him more about that. And I actually gave him a challenge. I sent him a couple of songs that were kind of Halloween movie mainstays. And I said, what can you come up with akin to this? Or if you want to play these, you can. But if you want to come up with something original, you can.
Yeah.
Give us some Halloween-themed kind of music. Because that's kind of the theme this month. We're trying to get some Halloween guests on the show. And he said, okay, I accept that challenge.
Yeah,
So I appreciate that.
You want me to just take it away right now?
Yeah, go ahead
Okay,
and please play what you've come up with for us.
Sure thing. Let's give it a go. All right.
Very nice. Very
Thanks, man.
melodramatic kind of ghostly theme. I like it. Very nice. Very nice. Anything else?
Well, hold on. Let me just say something very, very quickly, which is
Okay.
I'm not supposed to have favorites, but see, Travis has been on Tardon Media now. This is his third time. We
Okay.
did a reasonably spontaneous conversation with him live, and then he was on One Hit Wonderful, as you mentioned, and now he's on his casual. And I just want to say, I'm not supposed to have favorites, but I think he's my favorite guest because not only is he a consummate musician and all of that, but when you talk to him, he always has something fascinating to say. Like you could say anything to him and he would carry this conversation and make it infinitely more interesting. Like Travis, tell me about your favorite dessert. I think we talked about this one. Just what is your favorite dessert?
Yeah, so I mean, like if we're going like favorite dessert or favorite candy, for me would be black licorice, which is like definitely not anyone.
Nobody else likes
nobody.
licorice.
As far as I know, I haven't really met too many people that do. So I just tell them, you can send it all to me, and it's fine. I'll take all of it, and it's great.
Send your black jelly beans to Travis.
Please, yeah. Be like the worst Halloween thing that I could put on anybody is just put a giant bowl of it out there and be like, take one or take some, and nobody will.
Okay, or you could say to him, Travis, what's your favorite animal and why?
Ooh, man. Okay.
You see his energy? I'm telling you, this is the best guest ever. Do it. You can do it.
For me, I've always been partial to either the sloth or the panda bear. More so the panda bear, I feel.
Okay, why? Why? He has opinions, people. He has opinions.
Yeah,
Because they eat bamboo.
That. And watching them, like, if you ever watch YouTube videos of them, like, eating, which I have several times, it's like the most amazing thing ever. Yeah. So it'd be like, just Google, like a giant panda bear eating a carrot or something like that. And it's like full-blown shot right there. And it's like ridiculously loud, overly kind of obnoxious in a way, but it's like the most wonderful thing.
Okay, and now Travis, tell our audience, if they're parents, why they should get their kids into musical education.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so right, somebody likes black licorice. That's awesome. So
yeah, we have
cool.
the black licorice.
There's literally tens of you.
Right now.
Nice. Oh, this is good. So yeah, as far as music education is concerned, so for me, I mean, I feel like kind of it all starts with parents that really want their students or their children to learn. I mean, it starts with private lessons a lot, and just starting off from finding yourself a well-rounded, competent teacher that really brings that love of music to life for your child. I know like public music school programs are great and all, but I mean, the amount of time and the amount of growth that you can get with a one-on-one, instructor weekly, I feel is something that, I mean, it can't be pushed enough. I mean, I think it should be pushed more because it's different having your child in a school program and like that's all they have versus like you get the additional instruction, one-on-one. The one-on-one part is just huge because then you get to pay attention to all those little details that you can't get to on a normal everyday setting. It's pretty much impossible to,
I have a question for you. What type of music do you think it's best that kids jump into, or is there really one that stands out above the other in terms of genre that a kid might be interested in?
Are you talking about in terms of just like if you're finding a teacher, like what type of style would you gravitate towards learning? Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, since I'm a private piano instructor as well, I'll use whatever the child or student enjoys the most as a launch pad, and then kind of work around that as well to make sure that we cover things like technique, good tone quality and such. But I mean, if you're more pop oriented, that's fine. We'll start with learning stuff like reading lead sheets and kind of, even if you want to introduce a bit of improvisation in that as well, working that way, but then also working the other way around bringing up your level of note reading ability, music theory ability at the same time. So you don't want to neglect one side and have the other be really, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and each child would be different. Each child would have a different
Correct.
love, right? So yeah, that just makes sense because
I mean, realistically too. I mean, like, the amount of children wanting to learn, very stringent classical music training is, I mean, I'm sure there's some that might want to, but I wouldn't see that as a very strong sector. So, working with pieces that they might enjoy from like, if you want to learn an Olivia Rodrigo song, for example, like Driver's License, okay, we can work with that. We can learn a little bit of that, but at the same time, we're going to work on, even things like how to read chords off of the lead sheet, how to build your own chords, how to read rhythms. It's all really important and it all comes together.
What is as a composer, you work with a lot of different instruments and stuff like that. Is there an instrument that you just really don't like? Like you just frustrates the crap out of you that you're just like, crap, I don't want it in my songs. Like, do you have any
Here we go.
Oh man. Is there an instrument that frustrates me?
I know what he's gonna say.
I'm trying to guess what he's gonna say.
I am too.
That is one that I haven't thought of much. Let me see.
We stymied him. We got him, people.
Yeah,
usually right out the
usually I have
in the big bass race.
Yeah. If I had to pick one that's a little bit daunting or one that I don't really like much, I think I would go with like a percussion instrument, more like if you've ever heard. If you've heard of this weird one, it's like a flexitone. What it is, it's like this weird metallic flexible instrument that makes like this weird, like it's almost like a comical like siren type sound. It's really it's cool. It's really cool. It's weird to play sometimes. It's a very, very selective, type of sound that you would want to use. But for me, that would be like it doesn't quite fit in a lot of scenarios. But that would probably be the one that I would pick. Oh, okay, somebody said except for the flute, I can't handle it.
Except for the flute. I want to know this. I want to know which movie do you hear the soundtrack in and you just cringed and you were like, man, I could have done so much better. I don't like what they did. I don't like what they did.
Now you're going to diss people.
Yeah.
I just want to know the dark side of Travis.
A soundtrack that, okay. Let me see. I'll just go with a soundtrack that I didn't quite really like. I'll go with that. I will admit that when I heard the soundtrack for the Amazing Spider-Man, the first Andrew Garfield film, the more recent one, it was right after Tobey Maguire got done doing his stint, and then Andrew Garfield retook it.
As I don't remember that soundtrack, I probably agree with you.
There were a couple spots where I did my ears did perk up, and I was kind of like, that's an odd spot for what was going on. Now, I do love James Horner to death too, because he's one of my favorite composers, but he was the one who did that score. But there was a couple spots where there was a couple spots where I was like, wait, I don't know if I quite agree with it. It works, but it's like there was a part where there were a couple scrapes of the piano wire on the inside, and it was used as an effect. And I was like, I mean, it's cool. I just don't know if I would go with that. But you know, so I mean, that's one that I would pick in more recent memory that kind of jumped out to me.
I had the same problem with the latest Bond film was scored by Hans Zimmer, who I think is a great composer, but he doesn't seem to get Bond.
I haven't seen the film. I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it because that's on my list.
It's long.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You know, the longer
it's long.
Oh,
and this is from a Bond fan.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, with everything going on, because that film had multiple like delayed releases. Yeah. You know, and finally, you know, I'm so happy that it's coming to a theater. And it's like, you know, you actually get to go to a theater to see it. That's so cool. Yeah. So I'm looking forward. I will say this: if we're on the topic of Bond films, though, I do remember when Thomas Newman scored the two previous ones.
Right.
That was different for me too, to a degree. It was a different take. It worked. It was a different take. It wasn't what I was expecting. If I had to take like the ones that I liked the most with Craig, that would have been David Arnold scored Casino Royale. Right. I think he scored the second one. I think. Yes. Those I really loved. I was like, oh man, this just hits all the boxes for me. And it's so cool.
David Arnold was a great successor to John Barry on the Bond films. He was wonderful, and I just don't know why. I don't know why they got rid of him or why they stopped using him, because he got it. He understood it. Mm-hmm. He knew when to do the Bond theme. He knew, he created his own themes that were unique in their own, like his chase themes and stuff. Yes. I mean, it was. His Bond music was again a very, very similar to Barry's, and yet very unique. So I thought he was a great successor.
Yeah.
Travis, let me ask you this. I know we kind of touched on this when you were on One Hit Wonderful, but maybe there was something else that comes to mind when I ask this. Is there what instrument is out there that you would love to learn how to play?
I mean, so for myself, guitar's been that elusive beast for a good, very, very, very long time, which, I mean, I always keep telling myself, over the summer, you're going to learn it. Over the summer, you're going to learn it. And over the summer, I try to learn it, and it doesn't quite line up. I love guitars to death because, I mean, metal bands are like my affinity, and just really technically proficient, competent metal guitarists are like my affinity as well. But what really throws me off is like the finger patterns, because, coming from a violin background, it's a totally different spacing. So I'm always like, oh, this is awkward. That, and if I had to pick another instrument that I'd really, really want to learn, since being a composer, I mean, I think it's always nice if you're able to perform on an instrument yourself too. I would pick maybe French horn trumpet for brass, and then if I had to pick a woodwind instrument, clarinet's a pain to learn. Clarinet. Any of those with those really small.
I played the clarinet. It is hard.
Like with
get the high notes. It's very
developing that.
Woody Allen hear you say that. Woody Allen plays the clarinet. Don't let him hear you say that.
Clarinet, oboe, any of those with the really tiny reeds with you got to adjust that embouchure to like that perfect point, and it's just like a pain. It's a royal pain. I was like, I don't know if I can actually do this, It makes piano so much easier. I'm just like, why would somebody have to go through this much difficulty to make one sound?
I've thought about that for the guitar for years.
We have a special guest who's going to pop in now, and she just came in. So we'll see who it is. She will introduce herself. Hello.
Sandie.
Hello.
Oh, here we go.
I don't think that's
Tati
Sandie.
is here.
Hello.
Tati is
It's
here.
not Sandie, it's
All right.
Tatiana. From
Guys,
It's
all right.
Tatiana.
All
And how
right.
Tati and
You must have
Irene
saw
are
the
going to
video
argue
earlier.
with each other on screen.
Oh.
Here
Did you
she
see
is.
the video earlier of Yori Grodzki?
Oh, she didn't get to see it. She didn't get to see it because she was
No.
getting dolled up. She's very beautiful. So Tatiana, what do you think about music? You know, Travis here, he's a composer and a musician. What music do you like, Tatiana?
She's not saying anything. She's just sitting there silently judging us.
She's gonna say no, she's gonna say something.
Music is
I
cool.
played the violin for 3 years.
Wow.
I played the violin. Everyone looked at me like I was a nerd.
Oh.
Everyone looked at me like I was a nerd. I carried my violin to school every day for 3 years, and everyone thought I was a nerd.
Kidding on it.
I did not care. I tell you, I did not care. I said, F you. F you.
Russians don't care about being about anything you say. It just goes right
I
over.
was a nerd 100% with my violin every day. I carried it to school.
Now, Tati, have
Russians
you?
are very good at that. Russians are very good at the string.
I was not Russian. I was Staten Island.
Mafioso. Anyway, Tati, did you and Irena ever cross paths at all?
Is Urena a band nerd?
Silence. The deafening silence.
Tatiana, can you
She's
hear
judging us. She's judging us.
What happened? What did they miss?
I was asking you if you and Irena up there had ever crossed paths.
Yeah,
No,
they're
we
good
did
friends.
not. We did not. But I went to speak to Rory. Rory.
Okay.
Hey,
Hi.
Rory. You know
Yeah.
Albanian girls. You know, we like Triscuits and cream cheese. You know?
Triscuits and cream cheese.
I don't care what you people talk
chives.
about. I just want Triscuits and give me Triscuits and cream cheese every day is a good day. You know?
Happy.
Do you
Oh
like
my
black
God.
licorice? Because Travis likes black licorice. What's your vote, Tati? What's your vote?
I bet she likes red Twizzlers.
Travis
yeah.
Lohmann, I do not like black or licorice.
Aw.
Sometimes, but you know, it's not my favorite. Okay, it's like one of those things that's like, yeah, hey kids, come try it. You might like it. And the kids eat it, and they're like, kids don't like it.
It makes your
I'm
teeth
this
black.
way.
Now, I have a question for Irena. What do you think of this Tati girl?
Irena's not here. I don't know why you're looking at me. I don't.
Lasso her up and get her in here.
Irena,
All
where
right,
are
all right.
you?
I'll
I
go
need
get
to
her. I'll
call
go
on
get
her.
her. I'll beam her in. I'll be
Let
back.
me call on her. I need to call on her. She's my friend. I'm big
Yes.
time friends with her. I need to call on her.
Online friends. You need to get together.
Yeah.
If you're close to her, you need to get together.
Rory,
Yes.
you know this. I am friends with all your friends too, like Jack, you know, Corn Dog Jack.
Corn Dog Jack.
I am very good friends with Corn Dog Jack. You don't even know this. I am
Do you
Albanian.
mean
with
Jerry
very
Macon,
good friends with
the Corn Dog
Jack.
Blues?
Yes, I am very good
Jelly
friends
cake?
with him. Jelly cake. I
Yeah.
love jelly cake.
Travis is thinking, what if I walked in on?
Okay, I have been summoned. I was trying to take nap, but my girlfriend, my sister, my tati, she called me, you know, and tell me this thing. I hear a call from producer, you know, so I'm here. I was just looking at my beautiful daddy Putin, and so I can
Urena,
only
you look
say-
like Marilyn Monroe.
I don't look. Do not
You have
compare
to
me to
wave
an
like this.
Amerikansky because Ruski woman will always be more sultry than any American actress. Please do
Travis
not.
Lohmann, you have to wave like this when you're with your fans. You know, you wave like this. And you
This
blow
is
kisses.
proper.
Blow
This
kisses.
is
Blow
No,
the
that-
kisses.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Wave like
Oh,
this
my
and blow
God.
the kisses, Travis. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the skills for life. These are the skills for life.
Because Travis is very attractive man, for American. I mean, like American men, not very good like Ruski men, but for American, he's very strapping, he's very strapping. Don't you think? I think he would do well with Russian women. Would you want to
Irina, you're so smart. I cannot compete with your intelligence. You're so smart, especially when it comes to the men. The men. Especially.
She's very smart about men.
Especially.
The secret to being Ruski woman is understanding Amerikansky men, because that's where the wallet is. And that's really what love is. Somebody asked me if I choose man based on love or wallet. And I say, after wallet, I stop listening. What is love is wallet, So anyways, I'm available for bride. I'm available
let me see your ATM account.
True love, Urena.
Please, let me see your ATM account. And then we will call it a day, okay?
That's right.
I think
they ask for digits. I ask American man for digits. It's his bank accounts. That's all that matters.
I think the only American men that Irena and Tati love are Benjamin Franklin. That's it.
We love dead presidents. Just keep giving us
I
dead
must
presidents.
see your bank account at the one.
President's
Please
coming.
show it to me right now. And me and Urena, we need to see this bank account of yours.
Yes, this is how we decide which American we talk to.
We have an American that says, Urena, I might be willing to sign off on your green card.
You
His
just
name is
DM me.
Facebook user.
Yes, Facebook user, please DM me and I will assess the situation, But I have to. But anyways, this is my real hair. Yes, you can tell how authentic this hair is.
People log in.
I'm going to go back to my bunk and do what I do when I think of that.
Urena, did you see the video earlier of Yuri Grodsky? He sent another video to you from Siberia.
It's no comment. It's no comment because I am taking woman. I'm only doing green card stuff. So when this man talk about love and all this stuff, it's just nyam, nyam, nyam,
Well,
nyam.
he's saying he's working on his plan to get to America to be with you.
Don't be asking.
You don't want to ask women too many questions, These women from the other countries, they don't like it,
We don't like interrogation.
You give cookies, you make strawberry cake. You don't ask too many questions.
Because in the Soviet regime, we do interrogation. We don't do Soviet regime anymore. No, we don't do that one. So I'm going to go. I'll be back.
Finance minister. He knows money.
Bye-bye, everybody. I am available for green card. Thank you. I love you, Travis.
And
very
birthday
sexy,
parties.
Travis. You're very sexy. I love you.
Long lost sisters.
Travis, thank you very much.
Thank
Travis.
you.
You're
All
an
right.
amazing artist. We love you.
You're so welcome.
We make you strawberry cake. You come to
Okay.
You ever get to Vegas, look him up.
All right.
We love you so much. Okay, Jonathan. We love you so much.
Love you too, Tati.
You will hear some more Travis music. Somebody's saying, will we hear some more Travis music?
Yes. Travis is thinking.
And somebody said, does Travis, this was earlier, does Travis have a Twizzler song?
I don't. Not yet.
Have him write one down.
Right? Oh, man.
He's good at improv.
I might have to write a Red Twizzler song or a Black Twizzler song. Yeah.
He'll be channeling his inner Victor Borga.
A lot of us are going back to One Hit Wonderful a couple weeks ago, and I did. Well, the one thing that really made me laugh was when you said that you didn't start your love of instrumental music with the Star Wars soundtrack.
Right,
but it did happen with another John Williams soundtrack, and that was
did. Right, with Somewhere in My Memory. I got that on. Wow, this is dating myself, but I got it when I was 6 years old, I believe, Christmas Eve. So that was my first VHS cassette tape, and watched it through. And of course, I was like, and I was like, oh man, that was like so cool to hear that. Maybe a Black Licorice song as well. Yeah, I'll see if I can come up with something. That'd be awesome. But yeah, so that was my first foray into just kind of being really taken by music in film. And, being that young of an age, I didn't, really know if there was like careers in that and such, but I definitely knew, like, for me, I was like, okay, this is definitely catching my attention, and I don't know why, but it's really cool.
Do you have aspirations to be a composer for TV and music and movies?
Yeah, so that my foray into doing film stuff started in college when I started doing short indie films, and then that kind of snowballed rapidly after college into doing production music for television shows and stuff like that. So definitely, it's something I want to do as a full-time career because it's just something about that creative process of making something and watching it fit alongside visual medium. It's hard to describe that type of excitement when it all fits together, because it breathes new life into something,
Well, and again, at a young age, I also became, I fell in love with movie music and TV music. And again, with me, it started with John Williams as well. I mean, he has definitely turned it into the most lucrative career. The guy,
and such a long
80 years,
Yeah. So I was going to say such a long-standing career too, of just great relationships
with Johnny Williams doing theme songs for like Lost in Space and Land of the Giants. And so by the time he was doing full-fledged movies in the mid 70s, like the Poseidon Adventure was another one that I really loved the theme song.
Right.
And he did some other disaster films. Then he did The Cowboys with John Wayne.
Yes.
I was a huge fan by the time Star Wars already came along. And then he comes out with Indiana Jones and all the music from the Indiana Jones movies as well. So I'm a huge fan. But again, Danny Elfman started out in Oingo Boingo. I don't think he ever thought he would have the career that he has now. With movie music, and it all started with with Pee Wee doing stuff with
right. With like Pee Wee's Big Adventure and stuff like that.
Who's the director?
That one I don't know. And it's been ages since I've seen that film.
Me. The Batman director and Pee Wee and Beetlejuice.
Oh, is it Tim Burton?
Tim Burton.
Oh, it is Tim Burton. Okay. I didn't know. Okay, so it was Burton for that one too. Cool. Yeah. And what was it? I was going to say, and John Williams too is a killer jazz pianist as well. I mean, like even on like some of his which I didn't know until
I didn't know that.
I had to look it up when some people were sending old YouTube recordings of Johnny playing on some of the scores, and it's him as a jazz pianist playing on. Oh my gosh! So I was like, that's so cool. And then with Danny's stuff, going from like Oingo Boingo to film music, and then like he started to cross over into more of the classical realm of trying to write more classical concert music, which is really cool to see that. So it's just so unique seeing these musicians take like so many different forms of just not the film music guy, but other things as well.
I sent you a clip from a Danny Elfman Halloween themed movie. Do you remember it? Can you play a few bars?
Offhand, I don't remember it. Was it? If I had to take a guess, was it from Nightmare? Was it from Nightmare or no?
No, it was from Beetlejuice.
It was from Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Okay. So
sorry,
I don't.
Didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Yeah, no, I don't. But I'm wondering if. Would it be possible to pull that up that I could just listen to it really quick or no?
That might get us copyrighted.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay. For the next time, maybe if we might want to give that a go. Yeah.
It kind of set the pace for a lot of the stuff that he did later. And again, he did all the music for the original Spider-Man movies. And the original Batman.
Yes. That's right. Yeah,
he was the go-to guy for most of the superhero stuff that came out in the late '80s, early '90s.
Yeah, and like with the old Batman theme too, because I mean you have like the that theme there and all that. So when I watched one of my favorite animated films is Mask of the Phantasm, the animated Batman film.
Shirley Walker.
Yes, and Shirley had to orchestrate, all that and turn Danny's music into like this sweeping, amazing score. So I love that. And then you're right, I forgot that Danny did the Sam Raimi trilogy. No, he didn't do the trilogy. I don't think. He definitely did the first one.
He did the first two.
Yeah,
I think he did do the third one, even though Raimi didn't direct.
Okay. that was a great score.
Or maybe they just used his themes. Maybe
that might have been it. That might have been it. Yeah, but oh man, like I was in 7th grade when that film came out, and we just completely lost our minds as like 7th grade kids. It was like, wow, we actually get to see like this really cool superhero film come out, and it's like, this is the first time we're seeing something like this. An actual Spider-Man film that's live. How cool is this?
Yeah, if you ever watched the TV show from the mid-'70s, it was pretty disappointing.
I did catch clips of that, and I was like, wow, we have come a long way.
Isn't that one of the Von Trapp kids? Wait a minute.
Yeah. From the old.
That's actually the '60s cartoon theme. Yeah.
Yeah, and they did a tribute. They did a tribute. Yeah, they did a tribute in the Raimi films. I think there was a violinist playing the theme, and Peter's like, "Oh God," and I was like, "Oh God, here we go again."
Yeah. And you were talking about how they would switch off. People would have to take over other people's themes and stuff. They actually did that in the original Batman too, from '66. When they did the movie, they used Neil Hefti's themes, but it was Billy May, the guy that was doing the music for the 2nd season of Batman, that actually ended up doing all the music for the movie. So you don't really get the Batman theme at the beginning. You get kind of an homage to it with the different themes and stuff in it.
So we're talking about the Adam West Burt Ward series,
Adam
right?
West Batman, yes. Boy,
man, yeah, love it, yeah.
Frank Gorshin is a Joker.
With Frank Gorshin was the Riddler.
Oh, the Riddler. I got mixed up.
Okay. Yeah.
Cesar Romero was the
Cesar
Joker.
Romero for the Joker. Yeah. Awesome series. It's cool to see all those things like
Frank Gorshin, the Riddler.
Oh,
right.
I got back.
Cesar Romero was the
Cesar
Joker.
Romero for the Joker.
Yeah. He has echo cancellation.
Oh, she's got a delay, is what it is. That's why she was.
Ew.
She wasn't answering.
That's what it was.
Tati is having tech
she has a serious delay.
Tech issue, Tati.
The delay is so. That's why she was.
Ew.
She wasn't answering.
That's what it was.
Tati is having.
So again, I started listening to music, and I started searching for interesting movie music, and I found Bernard Herrmann, who started out doing like Citizen Kane, Devil and Daniel Webster, and then moved on to do the Hitchcock, most of the Hitchcock films.
Yes. Yeah.
So Herrmann was amazing in the fact that he would sometimes, like in Psycho, he used all strings.
Yeah.
He didn't use any brass or any woodwind. I think he might have used some woodwind, but not brass. And then with like Jason and the Argonauts, he used all brass and no strings. So he would do that. And I think the last big one that he did was the De Niro film, Taxi Driver. That was the last one that was his last big one.
Yeah. And definitely a historic, unique sound too for all of his Hitchcock stuff too. It's like a master class in writing, even now looking back at it. And nowadays too, even like software and sample libraries, if you want that type of sound, they have like Bernard Herrmann, like software sounds that you can at your fingertips. So that way it's like, if you want to create that on the fly to a degree, it's like that's how much of an impact the guy has,
Tell me a little bit about Sonic Bouquet.
Yeah. So Sonic was a laborious 3-year project or 3.5-year project that it took for myself. A collection of piano solos put out by Piano Pronto Publishing. Lorraine, it actually took 3.5 years to write, and then like the hardback copy took maybe a year to really finalize and get out.
Wow.
So it's kind of my my child that I just spent all this time from 2016 to like 2019 writing. It's a collection of 8 solos for the late intermediate, late advanced pianist. Really cool.
I have a question.
Yes,
I do as well.
Call me crazy, but I'm wondering if there's a dance to go with your piano music.
If there's a
Is
dance
there
to
a dance
go with
to go with the piano?
I'm wondering too, but maybe
I
some
want
sort
to
of
dance when you play piano. I feel like I want to dance. Am I
you
crazy?
know.
Yeah,
Let
do
me
you have a
see
nice little dance jazz number?
let me see what I
Maybe a
let me
waltz.
see what I can come up with. Yeah, I was gonna go with the waltz actually. So let me see what I can do.
Let me get my trapeze. Rory, I need to get my trapeze. I feel like I want to hang upside down on my trapeze right now.
That would be fun to watch.
I might be in big trouble.
Wow. Travis, I have a
She's
question.
wanting to hang upside down on her trapeze.
I want to hang
question.
upside down on my trapeze with this music.
Yeah,
I have a
John.
question
Yeah,
for
John.
you,
Let's
Travis.
Swing.
Yeah.
8 pieces,
Yep.
3.5 years.
Yep.
Is these pieces that you had in mind, or is these pieces that you knocked down from scratch over those 3.5 years?
And to answer that, they are pieces that I knocked down in scratch. Here's all the handwritten scores and all that. So I have all that. Yeah. So I'm kind of a hoarder, and so I hoard all that stuff and keep it for my archives. But yeah,
Hey, girl, how do you get all that in them jeans?
yeah. So all the
I never would have guessed that would have took 3.5 years for those 8 songs to come to be.
Crazy, right?
Very interesting.
I'm also very nitpicky too. So I mean, it's like you go back, revise, erase.
Perfectionist.
So yeah. Did you want to hear a piece? Yeah. Did you want to hear a piece from it?
Yes,
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm waving the aircraft. Rory, come on. Let's go. Rory. Come on. Rory. My wings want to spread. Fly.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Thanks, guys.
Beautiful.
This is so beautiful.
They
This
had
is
her
not
dancing.
like the WAP
Spreading her
song.
wings.
This is not like nothing like the WAP. This is amazing.
Lorraine wants to
Nothing
know.
like the WAP song. Everybody is
God.
fascinated with the WAP. I don't understand it myself. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm seeing Lorraine's
Travis
question.
Lohmann he's more the WAP than any WAP I ever met in my life.
Oh.
I don't
talking about
understand.
doo-wop?
Rory, help me out here. Rory, help me out here.
Are you talking about doo-wop?
No, I'm talking about the WAP, the new song by the famous singer.
Yeah,
What's her name?
See, this is why I have Jonathan here.
She's talking about
I know what she's talking about, and I
she's
demand
talking
an
about
end to it.
WAP.
I know what she's talking about, and I demand an end to it. This is a family show, damn it.
This is
Oh,
more
yeah.
Okay, somebody answer Lorraine, please. Somebody answer Lorraine.
Oh yeah,
Lorraine knows about the WAP. She knows what I'm talking about.
I know about the VOP.
Well, so yeah, so I'm seeing Lorraine's thing here. Yeah, so when I'm making my videos, I showcase it in a separate box. Is it difficult? No, actually, because OBS Studio actually allows you to have multiple video sources. So all I have to do is have the main camera here for one, and then I've got the overhead here as the other, and just put it down by the bottom corner. And so I'm able to do it that way. And it's great. So, then you get the overhead view and such, and it's really, really awesome. What about the Mr. Rogers theme?
Mr. Rogers theme. It's a night really die in this beauty. Would you really die for a beauty? Would you be mine? Hi, neighbor. Do you
My
have a
neighbor.
record
Play
living next to you,
anything.
neighbor? Are they looking for a green
I have
card?
a stream idea for Travis. Folks, just suggest things in the comments.
Oh, jeez.
It doesn't matter what genre or what, and
The
Travis
Munsters
tries to
theme.
knock him down. Like, you'd kill it, man.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah.
Travis, we love you, Travis.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah.
request night.
You're so good. And we know you deal with kids every day. How is it dealing with kids every day? Tell me. I'm a mom. I'm a mom.
It's definitely been interesting coming back from a year out of school and whatnot. So surprisingly, things are okay. It's like getting them acclimated back into coming back in and just getting used to the school environment has definitely been a challenge, but overall it's been okay. I think they're enjoying being back in a physical environment for sure, because let's be honest here, this whole virtual working from home sort of thing for this past year has been kind of a toil, and it's definitely been tricky. But
homeschooling,
it's definitely been definitely good getting back into things. So it's been okay overall. Yeah.
Wow.
We had a request for I know the name of this because I'm a big Vince Guaraldi fan. It's
I hear you.
Linus from
I hear you, Travis.
Linus and Lucy.
Are we doing the
Linus and Lucy.
sorry.
Oh, yeah. Really Brown. Really Brown. Yeah. Schroeder. Who remembers Schroeder?
Schroeder.
Love Schroeder. Love
Yeah, man.
Schroeder. Yeah.
Travis is like the real life Schroeder in real life. He's like the
That's
real
it.
life Schroeder.
He's our Schroeder.
He's
Have
our
I written a theme
Schroeder.
for myself
I
that
love
plays when I
Travis.
walk down the street? I have not written a theme for myself yet. I'm sure that is definitely on the books. Definitely.
Walking down the street.
We
Walking down
love
the
Travis.
Vegas Strip.
That one I actually don't know with Motley Crue. That's one I have to listen to. So that I don't, which is something that I will have to, I'm definitely going to have to listen to that one.
What's a
there's all
favorite
these-
theme that you like to play? Just, something that you just like to play every now and again.
What's a theme that I like to play?
You got all those records lying around. Come on.
I do. I
That
definitely
is
do.
the most interesting thing you said on that last show too, was that you collect records, but you don't have a record player.
Rory pays attention to everything. You better
Yeah.
watch out for Rory. He's like Judge Stern. You
Yeah,
better
so I
watch out for Rory.
Yeah,
He's
I
always
def-
There's a
paying
lot of
attention.
similarities.
He's
Yeah,
always paying attention. Travis, watch out for Rory.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see. For myself, the Kind of Blue album, Miles Davis. I play that one a lot. Definitely. So with the So What first piece. So all those voicings are definitely
That's like music right there.
So learning all that was yeah. Is David Foster a curse word? I like David Foster's producing and stuff. It's really cool. So yeah, he's got some really cool stuff as well. And what a fantastic producer. There's no expiration on vinyl. Yeah, they will warp too. I've had that issue and skipping and stuff. So that's a problem. I think now they make vinyl players with not like a regular needle, but like a synthetic one, which kind of helps a little bit more. So I think that might help with the skipping. That's something I definitely should look into because in the past,
you are like the sound guy, the piano guy. You're like a musical extraordinaire. I need to take lessons from you because you know how to do everything. Like I need lessons.
How do you feel about DJ scratching records?
I want to go to your school.
With the scratching of records, I mean, it's such a cool thing. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I do it personally with my collection. But if somebody wants to lend me stuff, I'll give it a try. But yeah, no, Sandie. Like I always tell people. I mean, I'm still learning myself. So it's like I know where I am now, musicianship wise, and then I know where I feel like I need to be or want to be. So it's like
Travis,
it's like
you're way ahead of your times. You don't even know. You don't
well, like Renee said, you are an incredible guest. An hour has already flown by.
Travis is my favorite guest. Wait, somebody said, wait,
you're back.
My favorite guest. So Sandie. Can you ask Travis a frivolous question? And let's see, because right out the gate, he'll just do it. We asked him his favorite dessert. I asked him his least favorite instrument. Ask him something, just anything.
What are you doing for Halloween?
What am I doing for Halloween? I am going with the lights off and not giving anything out to anyone at all.
I'm going out.
Good
Done.
God.
Yep. Don't knock on the door. Don't come by here for anything.
Then ask him something, anything.
Leave the red Twizzlers out by the front door.
Right? Yeah,
Sandie asked him a question.
Travis, for the ladies out there, are you single and do you want kids?
Here we go.
For the single ladies out there, I'm just throwing it out there.
So yes, I am currently single, and do I want kids? Definitely. So that way, hopefully some of that musical heritage can be passed down. We hope in some way, shape, or form.
His kids are going to be prodigies.
Let's go. Yeah. That's amazing.
Thank you, everybody. It was again another wonderful show, and I knew it would be. I hope Kim Ware feels much better very soon.
Definitely.
And everybody have a great night. Thank you so much for being part of it.
And one thing more.
Yeah.
One thing more. We've got a couple of other things coming up this week. Of course, One Hit Wonderful on Thursday nights with Lily Mae and Alice Nelson, two up-and-coming stars in the music scene. And tomorrow, going for a large part of the day, starting at 1 o'clock Eastern Time in Kimono My House, Petty Fest, the birthday bash for the late, great Tom Petty. I will be performing.
Yes.
Sandie will be performing. Renee will be performing in it, and a whole holy host of others.
Travis should be performing.
I wish Travis could perform. He could play all of the Tom Petty.
Play some Petty songs.
Yes, Travis.
That would be that sounds pretty cool. Yeah.
We need you, Travis. Come on.
Talk with Jonathan.
Look, somebody said his children are all written in staff. That's like
his children are all written in staff. Oh,
man.
Travis, no. Can you seriously do some Tom Petty stuff?
I might have to learn a couple songs, but that's definitely something I think I could do. So,
oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
So
cool.
All right.
Amazing.
Back now.
Oh my gosh.
Travis learning a new song basically is him listening to it and then immediately just playing it. So
yes,
it's the same process as other musicians.
Prodigies have it easy.
Prodigies have it easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go run and get my top hat, but I have one.
All right.
That would be awesome, Travis.
Yeah, definitely.
Rory's gonna do it too. Rory's gonna do it. I don't know what character he's gonna do it in, but I think Rory's gonna do it too. I think he's gonna
I gotta be
slot.
careful doing tribute shows. I really
Yeah,
do.
we've had that debacle one time before.
I think Rory's got a slot in there. Might be a different name. Might go by a different name. We'll see.
There you go. Good night, everybody.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night. Love you guys.